What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's been some crazy news coming from Hordes, and of course Deck himself. So let's get right into it. So, first of all, he added a new warrior spell, which is insane, because that one is from Alpha. Okay, it's like, what? He re-added a lot of new Alpha spells, but let's look at the Whirlwind first. So, the current numbers are subject to change, of course, because it's just testing, but it's basically an AoE spell that, spins around and basically hits everything in you, but you do slow down when you're using it. So it would be maybe for PvP wise, it wouldn't be that useful unless you have maybe, a mage freezes everything and then your warrior jumps in to slow everything. Then it, might be pretty useful. But for farming, it's probably going to be very, very good because, well, you already have the bleeding with the what's it called again? The crescent swipe, and you can add Whirlwind onto that, and you'll do massive amounts of damage. But from this video, we can also see that the graphics are also updated. For example, if you charge a mob, they'll have a specific swirly. Like it used to have those stars, but now it has a swirly. Yeah, it's kind of funny. But you can also see that the chilling radiance on the mobs is also different. I'm not sure if the Frostbolt has an updated. Not sure if it has an updated graphic effects. It has like extra like snowflakes on it. I'm not sure if that's just because I never noticed or not. But the Warrior Bulwark icon has also changed. It's a bit different. It isn't just glowing now. The enchantment effect you can see in the video, I think, is also changed because, like, it used to be on the hands. It used to glow on your hands, which was kind of cool in my opinion. But I think now it's the circle, the orange circle under you. So that's for the first video. Now, for the second one that he posted a sneak peek of was the Frostcall. Now, this is huge because Frostcall is an insane spell. But not just that. In Alpha, Frostcall could only be casted on like a target, like on a player or a mob or an enemy, but now you can put it anywhere on the map. That's insane. You could literally like Frostcall an entire choke point, like an entire walk path in wars. Of course, if you're casting, you're standing still, and I believe you're able to like constantly use Frostcall as long as you have enough mana. So you could have shamans that constant memory as well you and heal you up, so that you don't die when you're getting attacked, and you also have constant mana supply. And I'm not sure how fast it'll run out, if there's going to be casting, or you need to use a precast, how much damage it does. The numbers are subject to change, as set by the developer. But Frostcall also seems to slow down enemies, so technically you could just stop using Chilling Radiance altogether if you just want to be an AoE master. Of course, you're still going to have to look at your mana. Now, of course, some people may say, the Icicle Orb might then not be useful anymore. That's not entirely true, because Icicle Orb will probably be more used for burst, since I'm pretty sure the Frostcall is not going to be like that much damage as seen in the video. It's definitely going to be toned down a bit. But it's still pretty cool nonetheless, because, it's awesome. You can also see that the Ember Pebble mob, or not the mob, sorry, the mount, has also gotten a graphic update. It looks way cooler now. Hopefully the other mounts, the premium mounts, will also get an update, so that, you can ride with swag now. But other than that, we can also see in the skill bar of the Mage, there's actually 3 new ones. The first one is the Frostcall, but there's 2 other ones. The one in his E ability slot, and the one in his, wait, let me see, it's in the 3rd slot. Now, I'm not sure about the E slot. It looks like a meteor. Maybe it's like you shoot an entire meteor of Ice Bolt downwards or something. Or who knows, Maybe it just might be just an ice block wall. And the 3rd one, I'm thinking, might be Ice Block, which is an original alpha spell that basically encases you in ice, and you cannot attack anyone, but no one can attack you, and it just heals you up for a small amount of duration. Which could be possible, because I think it would be kind of interesting, but also kind of broken, honestly. I'm not sure if it is, because those aren't sneak peek, they're not officially announced, so it is just speculations. Or it could also, be a ice wall. Like, you could literally block off paths, maybe. That would be kind of cool, but probably would have a lot of bugs, so I'm not entirely sure if that would work. Like, imagine if you could just summon an entire wall beneath a player and just shoot you up into the sky. It would be kind of funny, actually. Actually, that would be a funny skill, huh? A super jump ability. Well, it's probably gonna be for another class, maybe, like, who knows, maybe Berserker, they could just go boom, fly up instantly. It would be funny, but yeah. So anyway, that's for the videos. Now, on to words, the chat that we have after see the sneak peek. Well, originally I only wanted to sneak peek these two videos and talk about them, but we had a nice long chat in the Horse Discord server with, in the global public chat, and so a few notable things that he said was, and I quote, Shaman skills decisions will further diverge between hard utility or raw healing output. They're getting a really cool support skill that has a massive utility in PvP. That's crazy. Because right now your Shaman basically just heals. Like, you can go DPS, but it's kind of a, more of a off-meta pick because the DPS is just not enough. And understandably, because if the DPS is too high of a Shaman, it would be broken. Okay, it would be too OP. So, onto the next image, where he talks more about it is, and I quote, it's just a new mechanic. Wait, it's just a new mechanic that the game does not have at all. Actually, we have it somewhat. One of the charms does it. Now, if you think about it, we already have each of the charms abilities. For example, Tattooed Skull with an enchantment does, increase damage, and so does the War Cry, or whatever it's called for the warrior. The Ship Pendant is Pathfind. We also have the defense buff from the egg, which is the warrior skill. And we also have, which one was the other one? I can't remember. Yeah, Blue Marble is basically Mimir as well. But the one that we don't have is Little Bell. And he actually said, yeah, it is something to do with Little Bell, but it does more than just Little Bell. And if you don't know what Little Bell is, it's basically removes all CC effects. So it's kind of like a dispel, possibly. So it's gonna be really cool. Obviously, there's still some things that are to be announced. And now for the last image, and it's really exciting to see this, he said, I can tell you that after this update, Warrior, Archer, and Mages, and also Shamans, I think you just forgot them, will have a definite two-way split for skill sets, if not more. Not talking about the minor spells, but simply which gameplay style do I pick? I don't think there's going to be an ultimate test build, or a best build, sorry. There'll be AoE and PvP builds that do very different things, primarily due to the skills that have not yet been announced. There are several skills coming, and just change how casting, positioning, and commitment in PvP fights matter. So that's massive. Now, as for the reason why he's adding so many spells at once, is probably because the reason why we have not gotten an update for so long, it's been a year or something. Now, people are like, well, where's the update deck? Well, he has been working on a new dev tool, which I've heard in the coding server that he's currently in, like, where people can help, talk about coding and stuff, and also they're doing a new UI project for Hordes to overhaul the entire UI, and basically made a new dev tool which other people can use, or himself, to easily make new spells and graphics. So it's massive. We're probably gonna see more like new skills soon. It's not gonna be just one boring like, okay, this class plays like this and this plays like currently only the warrior has like 2 skill sets, and the archer as well, actually. Like the mage you literally like just ice bolt, icicle orb, hypothermia, chilling radiance, and maybe some of them play buffs, and some of them play more ice shields. And the warrior has maybe the AoE farming builds, the buff build, or the DPS build, which is basically just the farming build, but just a few skills switched out. And the archer was the bossing one, and the DPS one, and the just basically the Pathfinder, which no one plays, which is so annoying because Pathfinder is really good at wars. But I'm building one right now. But as for the Shaman, it's simple. You're just a healer, basically. But you could go solo Shaman farming, which is kind of fun, I must say. I have played Shaman solo IF farming. It is fun, but you need quite a lot of money to get good gear for it to actually work. And you'd be much better off to just play a mage or a warrior for farming, because those are the best. Unless you're bossing, then archer would be the best. But yeah, we're getting a lot new spells, skills, UI updates, not UI updates, but graphic updates. There also are some UI changes though. But yeah, we're getting a lot of like visually exciting stuff. The meta's probably going to change. It's probably still going to take a while till the update drops, understandably, because they probably have to balance everything with so many new skills being added. Probably even after the update, it's going to be a lot of hot fixes and, balancing changes, because man, it's massive. I feel like all of the new classes are probably going to get AoE spells. Not sure if they're buff or debuff or, damage spells. We've only seen the archer, the warrior, and the mage spells, but there's even more to come. So stay tuned, stay safe, and well, make sure to not get ganked. See ya!